as you can tell, got a new back wall dropping, which now my room's not going to be, or my office is not going to be as super stupid, stupid ass blinding with, what was going on as before. And outside it's obviously snowing here up in the east. Tried to do a video earlier today, just stating how bad Monster Hunter World has become. My personal utmost feelings is that I think they need to fix a lot of these errors that have been coming up. Been trying to get into certain things with Elder Dragons, and as a result, nothing really good is coming out of this. Apparently, there hasn't been any good progress. It seems that Capcom is actually starting to really slack as an all-out motherfucker. And what happened is now that we have these issues with Monster Hunter World, the potential problems are going on with these error codes that you can't get into Elder Dragons. I believe that what we're going to see happen is if this is not fixed by anything, if they don't do something about these problems, then, I did say I was going to be done with Monster Hunter World, but I'm at that point right now. I need a couple more of the gems to unlock one of the wyverns, and I'm ignoring the phone because I don't feel like really answering anything. So I'm finally awake. I'm not really happy about how Monster Hunter World has turned out, and the personal feelings that I'm actually feeling, and kind of ate too fast. I had lunch earlier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this freaking any button, and let's see how this works out, because I'll tell you right now, Capcom is really losing my playability on this stupid game. But I'm actually happy that this room, my office right now, of course, purple background and shit. Still working on a little bit here and there, and it's actually making things better. It's actually making my office not as bright. It's not, the white and everything, the lighting in here is not really deflecting anymore. With some minor stuff here and there still being done up. I have a few more things that will end up happening, which I actually silenced down the background music because I don't feel like I need to have any bullshit dealing with any third-party rate trolls who are gonna say that they have a copyright claim in court against my music, against the music or whatever the fuck the case may be. And I'm not gonna put up with this shit anymore. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try getting back on. Hopefully this time I don't get any other issues going on. And so pretty much right now it's gonna be what it is. And I can't believe it's actually snowing. I can't believe my hair's getting into my mouth a little bit, but you know what? I'm okay with that. So now I'm gonna keep pressing forward. I can create an online session, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like really doing very much of anything that's gonna be remotely boring the fuck out of me. I think they could have done better with the servers. I think, if they really had to take their time with it, I think Capcom should have done better. I think I know why Capcom made Monster Hunter World. I mean, it wasn't because of the fact it was from Nintendo. You know, it was originally on Nintendo. But I also think it's a redemption for the bullshit they did with Street Fighter versus Tekken, and we all know how that turned out. That was a fucking fiasco and a half. And be perfectly honest with you, don't think I would really buy Tekken and Street Fighter. It's like Capcom and Namco. For what? It's a pissing contest to see whose characters are better in a fighting game. I mean, that's kind of like Volkswagen versus Chevy. Who do you think is going to be better? Well, consider the fact that Chevy's a piece of shit, Volkswagen's a piece of junk. I mean, but either way you look at it, I mean, but then again, comparing Tekken and Street Fighter, I mean, Tekken and Street Fighter doesn't sound right. That's kind of like Ford taking a fucking Ford making cars and putting faulty Firestone tires on them. I mean, think about that. You know, I mean, yes, it's a crap weather. What's going on out here? It's, you know, I got a better purple background now, which I'm freaking stoked about, but still at the same time, just upgrading my office here and there. And I'm actually pretty freaking amazed in how my office is like getting all upgraded. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see if it will happen. If we'll know for a fact if this game starts to have a tantrum, because I know fucking Capcom doesn't like the idea. I'm probably insulting them right about now for the shit I pulled off earlier. I'm gonna hopefully keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully I can get like a good Tempered Dragon quest. I'm not really 100% sure if this is gonna work. I'm not even fully sure myself whether it's gonna even be worth doing. We'll find out when I hit the search for the S class. You know, I know not many people are really. I mean, there are people who are podcasting it and, you know, like broadcasting this on YouTube. You know, Monster Hunter World. But it's all about the fucking stats of your weapons and shit. Which is fine. I'm just doing this because, of course, now I was hoping for a Tempered Dragon. Or a Tempered Monster. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to try again, hit join quest, and yes, and according, apparently, as what I've been told, is, apparently, I know there's a lot of Black Ops fan. Okay, just off the record about Monster Hunter World here for a second. I'll jump off Monster Hunter World and explain something about what's going on with Black Ops 4. Apparently right now, there's the quote-unquote rumor about Black Ops 4 is this is hit or miss. So wherever you hear it from, according to Activision, now according to Activision with their fake propaganda, they're saying that there's no Black Ops 4 that is coming out, and then Treyarch had released a thing saying that there is a Black Ops 4 coming out, and we have other people, one in general on Twitter, I forgot his name, but he was saying that, Black Ops 4 is not coming out. So, we're hearing two things that people are saying that it's not coming out, and we're hearing two other things people are saying that it is coming out, but nobody knows for a fact what's really going on right now. If Black Ops 4 comes out the way it's talked, then I probably would go out and buy it, but I would wait until I see what kind of information is known out there. And my whole personal perspective of this whole mess, you know, I know Monster Hunter World. Okay, jumping back off from Black Ops 4 to Monster Hunter World now. Monster Hunter World made over $2 million alone in gross sales with Monster Hunter World. Problem with this is now the rumor is, I'm not 100% sure, but supposedly there's going to be a G rank hunter class, a G rank hunter class and G rank hunter missions, but put that in the back burner and we focus on what we have going on today with this thing. Now the next update, hopefully, now this is what I heard about the next update. Now, from the understanding I've gotten through like certain sources, that they're saying that Monster Hunter World is going to go through a major update. Of course, we're going to be seeing new beasts. I'm not sure exactly what kind yet, but there are going to be new monsters coming in. The G rank is quote unquote supposed to be in. We're also going to have, I guess they're going to be fixing the error problems. This botched up error code crap that's been going on. I guess I'm not the only person who's been complaining about them, because there's certain things that they're going to do. I don't know exactly the details. I just know that there's going to be a super maintenance coming up. Well, not really a super maintenance, but a partial maintenance to fix up some things, and then the DLC will be coming out. I don't know when. Hopefully we'll all find out like the later announcements on the Monster Hunter World DLC. For the meantime, it's not going to be anything too major, too bad. Nothing too major or nothing that serious or bad. The other thing they're probably going to end up doing is fixing this whole nightmare fiasco with the weapons. What if they fixed them now? I'm not 100% sure. They may have fixed them, they may not have. I don't know details on that yet. From what I've been told, there's some little updates here and there. I know I put my channel as a meh for this particular stream, is because I feel that if Capcom is saying what they're gonna do with the gross sales they made, and there's like other stuff to help it along, then there should be no reason why they need to fix some of these issues that are going on with what's going on. So I'm gonna try going into the I don't know. I don't like a continual spamming of the Kushala Dora. You want to talk about constant spam, is this guy right here. Just don't like really fighting him. He's not like a thing I'm really that interested in to fight. So fight Nergigante. As being snark as that is, I am. That's coming out of my mouth. Being snarky. So right now, there's really nothing remotely interested about fighting certain things that, to me, fighting the Karen was just enough. The Karen was enough. I don't mind fighting Xeno'jiiva. But, other monsters I don't mind fighting, well, sort of, except for the Rathalos, which obviously poisons you. Just earlier today, I was in like this match where it was like 2 people, and me and this other person, and you want to talk about monsters not being wanted in certain areas, which is the Beetlejuice that everybody likes to call, or the one that they call this one the B-52 bomber. All these names are coming out for this fucking big ass flying thing that drops freaking lava rocks and explodes when they drop. And of course we have the Pink Rathian, which poisons you, which I don't see why they need to have that there if you're trying to fight off 2 monsters to get them off the map so you can get to the location to help out your teammate or your fellow player to focus on one Anjanath. Now, I find that really funny how, Capcom decided to say, okay, we're gonna make this as a real life experience for hunting. Well, here's the problem I see with this little issue. I was watching a video earlier today. Somebody I guess one of the videos I saw was somebody who fought Xeno'jiiva, who had a longsword weapon. And speaking of weapons, and I'm going to get to this in a second here, one thing I don't like is the fact that if you're sharpening your blade up and you're fighting Xeno'jiiva, and I think this is really stupid because in my personal experience, I'm not a huge sword or any type of heavy weapon person. I always stuck with the bow and arrow because it's my preference, it's what I happen to like, and I like ranged weapons versus the aspect of having a close combat weapon, which to me is big and hulky, and you're just going to be running around like you're wearing Havel's armor in Dark Souls 2, which makes you fat roll. But the truth of the matter is having that said, get up, especially the lance, and I'll be honest, I mean, sharpening your blade up in the middle of a boss fight, even if you do have a high damage weapon, you still have to sharpen it, which I think to me in general, that leaves you vulnerable to more attack. This is why I like the bow and arrow, thank you very much. Because for me, having a ranged attack, I don't have to worry about, I gotta stop to sharpen my blade and, keep doing this. And I mean, I understand, certain things in the game, but some things are very unnecessary, in my own personal opinion. I mean, I know there's going to be other people out there who are going to be like, oh, well, Layla, I think you're being all too harsh, and it's like, well, I'm just speaking the truth of exactly how the game should have been made. I think the whole thing, like, sharpening your blade in the middle of a boss fight is not really necessary. I mean, I can understand, like, having something like in Dark Souls 2 where, okay, if you defeat a boss, you can always go, have something gain more from it than just, okay, well, now we have to pick up the, shit, come in here, or whatever the case may be. I mean, me personally, I'm a huge Dark Souls fan, and this game, I'll be perfectly honest, I know some of you people out there are going to get a little upset about what I'm about to say, but my personal feelings about Monster Hunter World, and I'm only relaying this back because somebody told me the same shit, that the game in a way kind of sucks because there's certain aspects of the game that may or may not fit in, like certain things for boss for like hunting down monsters. I mean, finding your way to an Anjanath or a Rathalos, but then you have like 2 to 3 other monsters in that same area, and having the fireflies, and the fireflies are cool, that they help you guide. Hey, that's something that everybody wants in the game, and can't blame me on that part. But what I have to say is, like, certain monsters that appear, if you're fighting a set monster, for a goal or for a mission or side quest, whatever the case may be, I could see, fighting that monster. But what I don't really like is the fact that all these additional monsters are coming in, and and then it makes it worse because now you're gonna have to fight off all 3 or 4 monsters, and then and if you have a mission, the whole fainting thing is the other thing I don't like. I think, in my own personal opinion about this, and I'm going to get into this part now, going back to about those monsters attacking one another, which I think it's okay, but if you're going to do like a side quest, or not anything that's pertaining to the actual main game, there shouldn't be no thing about saying that, oh, well, if you faint 3 times, you failed the quest. Like, I think what they need to do is remove that, take that out of the equation, then the game would be a little bit more enjoyable. Because I think that having a quest shouldn't be, I mean, yeah, get knocked out, but take away that whole crap about, oh, how many times can you faint and then you fail the quest? I think that thing right there, it should say, like, if you get knocked out, but you should keep going into the quest. You shouldn't have to, like, be punished for, okay, well, since now you failed the quest 3 times, now you have to start all over again, which to me, in my personal aspect of, in hunting, I mean, I'll do the best as the only hunter I know is somebody who is my uncle, and I think what they should do in an aspect of hunting is you get rid of that faint 3 times thing, because I think, and then the time limit, I could see the time limit, but I think if you want the game, if you want people to enjoy the game, I think you should have the time limit where it's based on the 50 minutes of the gameplay. Get rid of the faint 3 times. Just keep the time limit to 50 minutes, which is fine by me. But this whole thing about fainting during a mission, that's pointless. I mean, so you're gonna like have requirements meet, but okay, you want to have requirements met of, oh gee, now you faint 3 times, well guess what, go fuck yourself, you can't finish the quest. Take the faint out of the 3 times or 2 times, whatever the case the thing is. It should be based on time. It shouldn't have to be based on how many how many times you can freaking faint. I mean, that kind of ruins the whole game. That actually makes the game less enjoyable. For an example, like, have something like what they did for Dark Souls, or you get knocked out, or whatever the case may be, but you don't quit the mission. Do something where you keep going with the mission. Okay, yeah, you get knocked out, hey, that's fine, and continue on until the time runs out. Rather than saying, okay, here, oh, we're gonna make a quest where it's 2 times you faint and you fail. But the thing is like I said, we move that and the game will be a little bit more enjoyable. I know there's people out there who are huge Monster Hunter fans who, I mean, I even hear the story, there's some veterans, friends of mine who are actually big Monster Hunter veterans, and some of them, they don't even like Monster Hunter World, because they even said the same thing to me. It's like, when I first bought it, and they looked at me like, you bought Monster Hunter World? I says, yeah, why not, right? Figure give it a shot. And when they fed on to the feedback about it, they even told me that the game looks really shitty. It's like, because of the fact that one of their siblings actually has the game and has fainted 3 times. So the idea of fainting 3 times is something that doesn't belong in a game like this. But that's just me. That's just what I was told. This is what I'm relaying on here. I know it sold over 2 million, made over $2 million in copies and sales alone. But we have to start thinking about making it more enjoyable and not having people fucking faint like every 2 or 3 times and have the mission fail and you have to start all over again. That's something that needs to have happen, where you continue on the more you faint. Or I shouldn't say really faint, but if you get knocked out, what I'm saying is, you get knocked out, you keep continuing, is what I'm really getting to the gist of here. And my personal feelings, also, this bullshit, this connection shit, when you go onto a quest, if you keep getting error codes that pop up, you definitely know the game is broken. Because you can't even join in, you can't get the arms itching. You can't even get in to the quest, you can't do nothing, because it's always an error code. the serial number of the area code keeps popping up. That's something Capcom is at fault for because they haven't even fully fixed the game. And I've also find that very annoying. Hands down. Because today, earlier, I made a live stream. I was very tired. I woke up very tired. And I forgot to put a separate chat channel from the in-game channel. Well, what happened is having these issues coming up. Oh, look, here's an investigation. Okay, here's a hunt. Here's a capture. What do you know happens? Error codes keep popping up because you know you're gonna keep doing the tempered dragons because you want to level up. But the truth is, Capcom hasn't fixed their servers. So even if you do, if you restart your PS4 or Xbox, if you restart your PS4 or Xbox and you're still getting error codes, it's not your video game system. It's Capcom acting complete douchebags because they haven't fixed anything that was worthwhile on their part. So meaning that they're gonna say, "Oh, we're just gonna send the game out. Yeah, we'll sell over $2 million worth of copies," but they only did one update. One, as far as they know. So now we have to wait until we get the next update, hoping that Capcom can get their fucking heads out of their asses and fix some of these issues that are going on. And like I said, I wasn't really going to come back on here and play this game because I'm actually at that point right now. I'm getting tired of dealing with this bullshit. But to make a long story short, that's pretty much what I had to get off my mind. As far as like gaming right now with this is like one of the biggest jokes and fiascos that Capcom has not. To me, my personal opinion, and on this sour note, I'm gonna leave. I think if you ask me, Capcom should have stayed with making Mega Man for the Nintendo and their version of Monster Hunter for the Nintendo. So this is it for me. I wish I could show you some in-game footage today, but because, you know, sitting here and bitching about it, but you know what? I'm going to be nice enough and I'm going to show you some in-game footage because I know this is what some of y'all want to see. So enough of my bitching right now, so we'll get this going. Okay, so let's try an investigation. Hopefully they'll let me in. Oh, look, a Gyarados. I haven't fought one of these in ages. Wait for it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. An error code has occurred. Wait, hold on. An error has occurred. NP31980-1. Gee, Capcom. How did that happen? Well, I know why. Because Capcom is too lazy to get off their fucking asses and fix it. This is one of the reasons why this game is not going to last very long if these potential problems happen. So, I'm going to try again. Mind you, this took me 12 times today, earlier, to get into one. When someone died, I couldn't really get anything from this. So, we're going to try one more time. And let's see if lovely Capcom servers can actually keep their fucking promise about getting me into a very good tempered monster fit. Oh, look, Pink Rathian. Okay, we'll try this one. It doesn't hurt, right? You know. Let's see if this happens. At least they were nice enough to give me my voucher back. Fingers crossed. Holy shit, look at that. See, now I get in. Wow, Capcom, you need to really work on your shit. You gotta fucking fix your fucking servers or something. Damn. Hell, even my cat would never give me a hard time like you guys do. Now, let's hit start to depart. And hopefully nobody dies this time. I don't want to be going through this fucking shit again. What I want to get is the fucking gems, so I can actually start melting them and get better ones. The real pricey ones. Which is I've been trying to do, mind you. Ugh, I know I should have eaten too many tuna fish sandwiches. So I gave my, anyways, on off topic of Monster Hunter World, I gave my cat, a couple of, about this much of tuna fish, and, well, I did give her a lot of catnip the other day. So, ugh. So we're gonna see how far this takes me to. And can I get down, please? Thank you. Well, let's see. I'll follow you, because since I don't feel like pulling out my book. Oh, what do you know? My fireflies acted up. Nice. Wait, how many things do we have? Okay. I'd rather take 3 than fucking bullshit 2. And 2 people with one monster doesn't really classify very much of anything, actually. Not worth it. Dude, you went the wrong way. Of course. Now the blue. Now mind you about this. The fireflies. They need to fix that. And it seems I am gonna be. Oh, nice. The Belly Geese, the Beetlejuice, the B-52 bomber. More shit than I can really fucking handle. No need to fear. I'll do what I can to get rid of them. Wait, there's a scale right here. Oh, look, it's Rodan versus Godzilla. Who do you think is gonna win? Oh my god, people, place your bets! Who is gonna win? Is it Rodan or Godzilla? Oh, fuck it. I'll intervene. Uh-oh. Some sunshine. Ah, you little bitch. Oh god, somebody break off that fucking tail. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that really sucks. The other guy just got fucking poisoned. Well, not surprising that this one. Huh. It's Barney. Everybody wants to play with Barney. Could use a different color on this dude. I think maybe like a beige or something. Ooh, right side of oh. Yes, you got in his fucking tail. Hello. find the fucker. You motherfucker. Let's see, he's going up, over, and around. Well, at least that's one part you can do, is you can just shave. You can't see what you can't hit. Bombardier, how's the Bombardier? Fucking trying to poison me and kill me. But that takes care of the video. Considering the fact that, well, in spite of the failed efforts of trying to be keeping my mouth from being too potty free. So, that should take care of everything else. Like I said, if you like my video, then hit a like. And, be shooting more. Hopefully, this should end my problem with this morning. Hoping. But till then, gonna just let this kind of wrap up real quick. And I think that's going to be pretty much it for now. Like I said, you'll see more. I actually happen to like this new wall I have now. The whole office, my whole office being painted purple. And, well, I think that pretty much covers the gist of it. For now, I'm going to sign out. And check you all in the next video. Bye for now.